This is the, what do you call it? Now I want another deck. Oh, here we go. This is the deck that they was telling me to use, this Karma cards. I've been trying to get this deck to work since I bought it, and I bought this. I think this is about 3 or 4 years old, and I couldn't get it to work. So I have decks like that where it takes them a year or two to work, but they saying use this because it's gonna help us find out exactly, like pinpoint what needs to heal for the people that want to heal and they're confused. Shit, I get it. Capricorn keeps coming up. I got Capricorn Sun, and the Capricorn Sun, they was just saying something is illuminated to the point where somebody can't hide and blah blah blah. But Capricorn is the first card, so let me start here. They have the spiritual, the mental. Is it spiritual? Let me read it. It's got the emotional, spiritual, and mental, or something like that. Okay, the spiritual, mental, and physical. It says the spiritual, cherish the extraordinary power of prayer with the trust of a child. The mental, enjoy the highest and lowest aspect of fun, romance, and making art. The physical, charm, art, and beauty are the way to control the situation and do it dramatically. So, oh, that was the example for Venus. But all y'all need to know is spiritual, mental, and physical. Now, as far as Capricorn and this distortion that the United States had us in, when it says it's at the top and the bottom of the card, okay? We need to be dedicated to achieve. That is in the positive aspect. Dedicated to achieve. So I'm gonna read on each one of these. So that means achieve whatever your goals are in the spiritual realm. Okay. Um, I know this spiritual aspect when it comes to God, uh, that's why they call it the seagull. You go back and forth between God. God helps Capricorn to lay the foundation. Um, the channels I got earlier with Capricorn in general, especially if you're a Capricorn Sun, Moon, or whatever, they God specifically wants you to pay attention to the heart because the trust issues and stuff like that y'all have. Um, y'all have deep heartbreak, not just from the people in your immediate environment, but people that meant things to y'all leaving your life. God will take that person out and then take the weight of their responsibility, put it on you so you have a better understanding of it. It's not that you deserve it, but yeah, sometimes for certain people. Okay, it says mental, focusing on. So you just your mind is something very specific about keeping your thoughts positive. Like I said, we want to be achieving good stuff. Let me not touch no other cards. Let me focus on this card. Focus on is not telling you to ruminate, but it's saying pay attention to what your mind focuses on. Capricorn can be stuck in depression. Okay, that's known for depression, and they ruminate about the past a lot, and that can be depressing itself. It causes them not to be able to move. Just the hardships of the past they haven't got over. Okay. Um, so focus on where your mind is drawing attention. I would say journal it in some way. You ain't got to be elaborate with it. When I say a journal, just be like, what do I keep replaying? My mother? What do I keep playing? My ex? What do I keep playing? Money? Because just writing it down is going to help you to put things in perspective. Because Capricorn is a very hard worker, but you want to see, why is my mind ruminating about this particular thing? Why do I continuously live inside of this? Okay. And then it says the physical. It says resulting from the rules imposed by. So this is a tricky one because you can put up rules, and that's what makes the Capricorn a tyrant. But this is the negative side, and I want to focus on this. It's something here about removing boundaries. Okay. Your boundaries are going to be specific, so I really can't really tap into this without cards because it says resulting from the rules imposed by. Having an example would be having self-imposed boundaries. Self-imposed boundaries means you can't grow, and it's hard for you. Like I said, Capricorn is very worldly, but it's also heavily spiritual. Okay. And God tells Capricorn where to go and what to build before the trend takes off. Okay. So trusting God is very, very important. So when it comes to the physical, what are what restrictions or rules have you imposed on yourself that is blocking you from manifesting something in the physical? Like, let's say we got trust issues, right? And we don't trust people. So we got trust issues, so a relationship is available to us, but we're gonna say nah, because the past. You get what I'm saying? The past. Remember, they ruminate on the past. I'm just using this as an example, but you want to understand that you have the ability to not be in a relationship as long or as deep as you have. That's not saying be a player, but it's saying don't be loyal to something more than they loyal to themselves. Okay, and everybody had to learn that, because it's like, if the progress that Capricorn make, should everybody follow them in a way, like, let's say somebody is building a garden, right? They have a vision that there's going to be a food shortage, but the Capricorn has the inspiration of God on where to build this. um the Capricorns don't know why. They don't know why they picked this location. You know what I'm saying? They don't know why they picked this job. They got that feeling that this is where I'm supposed to be. So they're gonna put in their effort. And they putting in their effort based on their soul purpose. Just for themselves. It's not that they being greedy, it's just that they led by God, they go because it's an opportunity there. Now the people behind them, when it comes to following, they're going to take care of the group. But you got to be able to follow directions, provided this person is a good manager. They're going to make sure everybody eat, right? So sometimes you can put up um, self-imposed limitations where you say, oh, I'm going to get rid of this person. Maybe they need to be moved to another department. A good manager is going to make sure that they working just as hard as everybody else in every department. They got to show each person how important their job is. That's a good manager. But you can weeding out process. You can weed, especially when it comes to relationships, when it comes to job. You can get up and leave. And I'm not saying that a lot of people got careers, but if you know that you're gonna go into anything and everything with your full effort because you want to leave a good impression, um, you want to leave, even if you're not leaving with money and benefits, you want to leave with letters of recommendation and things like that. So whatever you leave, you want to not leave a positive impact. What was it? It's kind of hard to do this without cards, because my mind is going off in so many tangents. But it's like, you got to focus on weeding out process, and this is for everybody, even though I'm speaking about Capricorn, because it's like, what you building, you're gonna have to add and take away things, and that includes humans, whether they family or what. You're not going to be able to just be loyal to your family or just be loyal to your relationships. And I'm not talking about infidelity. I'm talking about, if a person is not working hard to sustain their self, that means that you got to pull the weight of times yourself. And that's why Capricorns go through the things they do, because they pull a weight for people that are not worthy. Maybe they gave up. Maybe they can't take instructions. Maybe they don't want nobody to rule over them, but they not a ruler of themselves. It's about the engine. Okay. So now let me flip it in the other way, because I'm gonna get some cards on it. All right. It says, um, the spiritual aspect. So I should have just went ahead and read it the other way. So what are your goals? So you can be dedicated to achieve. That's what it says. But what are your goals? Is it to take a person out? Is it to undermine a person? In the spiritual, like, what is it spiritually? Does it count against you? So those are the things that you want to work on. When it comes to mental, it says focusing on. So remember, I said ruminating, the day to day. When you ruminate about specific things or whatever you focus on, what does it have to do with the present moment? The present moment. You could write it down and acknowledge it, because God is definitely telling you this is something that need to be fixed, and He could be guiding you to a place in a space where you can offload it. So let's say a lot of people garden, and while they garden, they can talk to God, and um, it's not like we would perceive it, but that is the proper place for God, for you to work through and sort through your emotions, where they can be let go in a proper way. Okay, as opposed to you sitting in your bed and you thinking about it and being sad. You know what I mean? It causes a Capricorn not to move and get stuck. All right, and it says in the physical, it says use the most business like way, and the other one says results from the rules imposed by. So, like I said, you making sure everybody eat. Okay, so we going back to the garden analogy, y'all. I hate to get y'all confused, but we going back to the garden analogy. God tells Capricorn, build a garden, right? Now, Capricorn just know I can build a garden, I can pick that space. And that's what they're focused on. They're focused on that. That's why they work hard because they got that vision and they can see it. God gave it to them. They not thinking about who gonna eat from the garden, what the plant there, and all of that stuff. They build in the garden. The other things come along because this is heavily futuristic. Saturn ruled Aquarius before Uranus did. So they build in that foundation. Anything that's added to that is wonderful. But do people want to eat? Do they have seeds to contribute? Are they going to continue to maintain and plant the garden? That's their decision. They don't want to eat. That's on them. You out of here. And you're not going to say it like that, but it's like it's obvious that you cannot sustain your own situation. I'm not just talking about a garden, I'm talking about a relationship. If you get into a relationship with people that got fucked up relationships in their family, if you are making a garden and the person don't want to eat, I got some seeds, here's some seeds, but I'm not gonna plant them, I'm not gonna water them, I'm just gonna show up when the harvest. It's just not gonna work that way. So ultimately, when it comes to the United States, all of us, we going back to community, and everybody got to use sweat equity because our money ain't gonna be shit. I got $1. All right, let's see. Yo. So Capricorn, the 11th house. Look, it says, for humanity's sake, your hopes and wishes, do it for the future. Freedom, associations, your circle of friends. Who are you working with? Who do you want to collaborate with? For what reasons? For what reasons? Who wants to be? We're not obligated where we can possess people and have them to ourselves. But it's like if your family don't want to work with you, go somewhere else. If your girlfriend don't want to work with you, go somewhere else. Don't threaten. Don't try to control. Don't. That's where the tyrant come in, because you have a vision, and the person, place, or thing that you're dealing with may not have a vision. Maybe you don't know what. If you ain't got a vision, you definitely should know how to follow directions. I got Capricorn rising. I'm just telling you, I was raised by a Capricorn. If you ain't got vision, you definitely should be able to follow directions. Because if you don't have vision and you can't follow directions, you are fucked. That's just that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it says Virgo. It says methods for the healing power of, the analyzing of, resulting from perfectionism of, and then it says the serving of others. Yeah, so we ain't gonna be able to help everybody. It says the details of do what you must and do what you must do, and that's all it says. But it's like if a person don't want to eat or they don't want to collaborate or don't want to, it's not about networking. Fuck who you know and what money you got. It's not even desperate times. It's about the longevity of it. People slipping through the cracks and just being able to fly by the seat of their pants. It's none of that. You can't. Perfectionism damn sure ain't gonna fucking help. The world's gonna look so different that we're gonna throw all of that away. So it's like I said, I could ruminate and go off on tangents and stuff like that and stay in my mind, but shit ain't gonna get cleaned around here. So I got to come out of that. You know what I mean? That's an example of perfectionism. I'm just thinking about that. Look at all this stuff coming up. The home, Cancer. This is both Cancers. I'm getting that you could y'all start with y'all home and work your way out, because it's a reason that they giving me. Remember, I don't work with these cards. It's a reason that they giving me Cancer and Capricorn, and it's not something as simple as get a home and get a gun. If everybody's eating, we don't need. There's no need for violence. It's like I don't get it. I don't like that. That's what they want everybody to be. So we supposed to be united. United States, united we stand, united we fall. That's what they're giving me. And it's like if I protect my home and I hoard, then you're more likely to break into my home and steal because I'm not sharing. You know what I'm saying? If I got it to give, I'm gonna give it because I'm gonna get it back. Like, I mean, that's just how it works. I'm hearing you protected. Resources to maintain, the practicality of, resulting from the productivity of. It says your beliefs, the cost of, I gotta start using these right. Use the most direct way. Oh, I'm getting two powerhouses coming together for security and financial reasons, but they doing it so they can feed everybody. This is nice. Very, very nice. Pluto, the need for control is the spiritual, and obsession with the mental, a power struggle. And then at the bottom it says resurrect, get to the heart of do or die. You must. See, it's something about the end all or be all when it comes to this is the United States. Pluto in the fourth house. I don't like this. It's giving me somebody energy. This person is it's giving me energies, but I'm talking about a one person because it's talking about somebody that's fucking selfish as shit. Like they believe something is theirs that's not. They not even fucking maintaining it. They don't give a fuck about the environment. They don't give a fuck about trash. Like, okay, and now it's giving me somebody that is a tyrant when it comes to, and I don't want to say tyrant because it's not giving me Capricorn vibes. It's like somebody taking ownership. Somebody is like want control of the bloodline. Like, nigga, get out of here. Yeah, this person is a clown. Okay, let's see. They want to get rich off somebody else's back. It's something. It's like root work. That's equivalent. Astral travel. Yeah. If somebody astral travel to my house, they're gonna get electrocuted. That's Uranus energy. I'm just saying. I don't even know. I just certain things just is like wow. I don't know. So it's something here about a hidden identity. It says who you are, your desires, your actions, and then at the bottom it says immediately. And it says the way you project yourself. And it says do it on your own. So who you are. So this is the first house. Okay, this is gonna be the collective. Who you are, and it's the spiritual. So who you are as far as spiritual, I think that I'm use these cards, but I really want to use those. But anyway, who you are. The first house is our persona. This is how the world perceives us. How the world perceives us is not who we truly are. We've been conditioned in all of the other bullshit that we under. So people that don't know us, they look at us and they perceive us. A lot of us are being perceived through the internet. A lot of us are being perceived by what somebody else told them. They don't fucking know who the person is. So that's why I said something about a hidden identity. A lot of y'all have hidden identities and don't even know it because this is it gets a little deep, but yeah. So who are you? Who is the collective? People that's supposed to be working on a team or something is not going to progress forward. Somebody didn't, that's not known to the collective. We supposed to be working as a team and moving forward. And I feel like, yeah, a handful of us do know this, but they don't understand how detrimental it is if we don't fucking work together, like in the very near future. It says Ten of Swords, death or ending of a situation or relationship. So, regardless of what's perceived when it comes to the spiritual aspect of who you are in the collective, that shit is done. Okay? Who people perceive us as doesn't fucking matter. Life is at stake here as we know it. So, a lot of the things that we when we react and respond off of our own perspectives, that shit is bullshit. Okay, the task at hand. It keeps giving me when a lot of these things happen, and it's not to put y'all in fear, but it's like it's gonna snap a lot of people out of it that we need to build community because it's gonna be some things that happen that is going to force you to regroup. And while you regroup, you will be going through a time of saying, I can't believe this is happening. I never thought I'd be in this place. I never thought I'd lose it this way. And it's forcing you to shift. Because once you shift and you go there, you're going to be talking about how the hardship is. I remember traveling to my next location. I mean, shoot, 2 hours out, we was ready to give up. But we already done traveled so far. We already traveled so far. But everybody was a champion. And now you look back on things like that, you laugh. But I never thought I would be where I was. I never thought my new family would be the race that they are. I never thought it. I not in a million years did I think that if I just ended this, okay, this is right here, it rules copying, it rules your family, it rules your siblings and your extended family. How you used to do things, how you think things should be done. You tried very, very hard with the community that you was with. You tried very hard in the location, everything. You thought this thing to death. So now God has purposely moved people into different positions and ended things on purpose so that it is no longer an obstacle. Now you got to move. Okay, so that's a really good thing. I like that. It's a force and it feels uncomfortable while you're going through it. But once you get there, you can be like, oh, you ain't gonna know all of it, but you're gonna at least feel comfortable where you can say, okay, I can do this. Um, I see what the long term goal is. You know, you can be more present. Your crown is gonna open. A lot of y'all not in the right place on earth. Okay, y'all not in the right place. Okay, and this was hidden from y'all. It was like that last reading I did for Easter. Somebody purposely trying to keep you stuck. That could be stuck to their energy, stuck to whatever it is. It's over. It's done. Whatever this copycat energy is, it's done. It's done. It's over. Because the earth outranks that. We talk universal law, all of that stuff. Oh shit. Whatever somebody was trying to hide, that shit is over. Somebody been wearing a mask, y'all. I'm gonna give y'all whatever channels come out of here. Somebody know that somebody purposely caused somebody fucking chaos. They also know that you're being watched by a higher power. You move because somebody told you to move. Whether you wanted to, didn't know, confused, ain't got nothing to do with it. Like, oh, you in this house right here? Boom! He's like, okay, well, yes, I gotta find a new one. You know, yeah. This is something is completely done and over with. We're blocked. Somebody is blocked and protected, especially when it comes to a false marriage, false union. Like I said, copycat energy. That's done. What's that about? A handler. Something is definitely done and over with a handler. Okay, Leo, Gemini could be significant. Aries could be significant. You was the generating force for somebody for a long time, and I mean, none of that stuff matters, y'all. Let's go to the next one because it's over. Somebody that was handling you just need the confirmation. You will never be caught up in that anymore because you got something to do that outrank whatever their personal reasons is. Yeah. So you recovering. You learned whatever that ultimate lesson was, knowing that you need to switch up your energy just so you can see the difference. It's like somebody kept you living in a loop until you moved somewhere else and you was like, huh, like it's a dark cloud just over you and not over me. I wonder what that means. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't seen you do nothing. You've been an upstanding character just to find out that they not an upstanding character. That's why the dark cloud is over them. It's because that person was supposed to do things in order by steps, and they ignored that. I don't know why they skipped steps. They ain't none of my something they did. For some of y'all, they did to a parent. Somebody assumed that you didn't learn your lesson. They was waiting for you to come back too. All right. Let's go to the next one. Your desires. So it talks about your mental desires. When it comes to a mask, okay, in this card, this first house, like I said, this is your persona. A lot of us wear masks. You know, when we meet a new person or we are doing something new, we don't know. It's going to come from the past where we are skeptical. We don't know a person. We just getting to know them. We got to see what they do, what they say, how they act, and all of that stuff. So that mask is appropriate when it's from a mental aspect when you are I'm hearing that phrase where they say, believe a person when they show you the first time. But the mask is what protects us when we get to know a person and it slowly falls. You know what I mean? It's just saying that you don't let everybody, you don't show all your cards. You don't let everybody know everything about you. Me, I'm a transparent person. And the reason I do that, I think I do it unconsciously. But the reason I do that is because I don't like having a mask to me, and I'm not judging anybody. I'm just saying, a mask to me is like living a double life. I don't want to be one way to a person and another way. I don't feel like it. I don't like that. It makes me spiritually work harder. Why can't I just be myself? You know, if somebody believes I'm a sucker or they're gonna betray me, they're gonna do it anyway, whether it's a mask or not. So that's not my department. That's gonna be on them. And a lot of people are realizing that now because it's like, Dad, you were true. It's not it's not your loss, it's their loss because they decided to do whatever it is. So it's a lot of realizations that yeah, this is a nightmare for people. It's a lot. They know that you're not coming back, but they also know why. Because it's not because you left, it's because they sitting with their own energy now. How can you help somebody if they can't see properly? You can't always catch them up. Somebody realized they just wanted to control you. They realize that because it's like, I just want to control you, and they realize that because are waiting on something that it's never gonna happen. It's running off of their own intelligence. I'm hearing somebody got give you something. Somebody is super arrogant, especially when it comes to is that Capricorn? No. Somebody owes somebody. There's something about a parent. Yeah, my family's in here. They gotta give you something. They owe you something from your parent. You graduated. Something you did. You passed some type of spiritual test, and I don't think that y'all knew that y'all was doing it. But let me give y'all all the channels out here as far as your desires. It's something you're supposed to get during this lifetime so you can, like I said, proceed forward, work as a team. It's people waiting on this collaboration, but somebody got to pass first. That's a fact. Yeah. So for a lot of y'all, these are old partners. Somebody is realizing they selfish. They said that you can't see something, but the reason you can't see is God. It ain't got nothing to do with you. Anyway, your desires. When I said mental, like I said, you put this mask on, and under normal behavior, we have a mask up. We don't show everybody everything. And somebody is realizing, when you come to a person with the truth, if they color it with their past or whatever, they say, oh, this person is too good to be true. They're not real, so I'm gonna ignore them. I'm gonna gaslight them. I'm going to whatever, betray you behind your back. That's gonna be on them, not on you. And somebody's having that realization because whatever they waiting for is not showing up because it's based on it's based on just them, not you. It says young man 25 to 25 years, important letter. So something is coming in fast, but he pulling back on these reins for a minute. He pulling back on these reins is something to do with impulsive behavior and their health. Somebody pulling back. They was gonna go in. It's like somebody that they got a lot of heart, but they better watch that. I'm gonna just something is spooking the person on the horse, not the horse. What was this? Somebody like kind of was hell bent on making you starve. They wanted to starve you out. I just don't know what this is. It's like starve you out, but it's saying I'm hearing hold out. It's like somebody was gonna try something one last time, but they're afraid of their health. It's something about their health. Something accelerated. I don't know what that is. Yeah. Okay, it says the star card, brightness, hope could bring excesses, so be careful not to become greedy. Somebody was going to try something one last time. It could be pertaining to money or something, playing somebody or gaslighting, like I said, whatever it is. Could be somebody coming in trying to, it's some sexual healing, but I feel like it's more astral than anything. But they holding back, they pulling back on that horse because something ain't right. And it's something that they feeling in their spirit. I don't know. But the star card can be healing. Somebody said, yeah, somebody knows hands down that you watched outside this realm. They can't stop you from being in a union. They thought that if they continuously taking from you in any way, taking your beauty, making you look ugly, taking your money, making you look poor, taking, something switched. So, like I said, something is spiritually spooking this person. It's a change in partnership. Ooh, it's somebody else. Somebody else is there, y'all. It's a man. It's a man and somebody else. I don't know who this person is because I can't see him. But somebody. Woo. I heard it's a man in the house. That's what I heard. So this is about bringing something down. This can be manifested or this can happen in the physical. But this is mental, okay? So it's something about somebody's desires to take action could make something completely fall. They getting spooked. Uncharted territory, uh, familiar, uncharted, familiar. I'm hearing whatever that phrase is. Familiar with uncharted territory or waters. I don't know what the fuck. I don't know. Somebody is afraid. I don't know why they're afraid, but they are. It's not giving us any extra information. And I'm being told to not look no more into it because I'm hearing it's going to happen exactly the way it's supposed to. There's nothing that's going to stop it. Hmm. So why is the physical, the mental? So the next thing it says in the physical, it says your actions, which this is in the physical. This is a physical thing, but it's in the place of a mental thing. And it's giving me that swap. Somebody tried to swap the mind and the physical. Somebody is learning about a dual nature that somebody has. Something is spooking the shit out the sky on this horse. Hmm. I don't know. I'm hearing it's like they said somebody at work. Somebody is at work. Don't mess with them while they at work. I don't know what the fuck that is. But yeah, let's go to the next one. Shuffle this up a little bit. They know that something has changed. Something ain't right this time around, that's for sure. Root chakra is protected. That's why I tell y'all all the time, let a person do what they, let them do it. You know what I'm saying? Let them do it. The only way to learn universal law is to actually see it, especially when it starts spreading and taking, it's doing it now. But anyway, oh shit, I'm about to scoop these cards up. All right, the actions. Where's the actions? Your actions. So actions that we need to take in the physical. So they saying with the mental, as far as your desires, is something in the process of being switched or something that has already changed in this switch and is spooking other people. Let them be spooked. Like I said, this is a time of believers, okay? Whoever is bold enough to take things or matters in their own hands is going to be an example for the group. Because this person can't move forward spiritual and they can't move forward physically. So this person can no longer manifest. I'm still on the desires. They can no longer manifest their desires because they don't have a generating force. They are under judgment, but I don't know how many people or who knows that they're under judgment. So hang back and just watch. Especially if you're being told, like, it's so quiet right now because it's peaceful spiritually. But hang back because y'all ain't seen nothing yet. There's going to be some things to take off, okay? Somebody watching somebody, definitely. It's somebody down here on the physical realm that's watching somebody. I heard they say give it a rest. They waiting for this person to take action. That must be what's spooking them on that horse. I don't know. All right, your actions. 10 of Pentacles. It says 10 of Pentacles is money, contentment, signing of money agreement. So something is official. So something is official. This action, whatever it is, this is a long time coming. This is the kingdom of heaven. Something is over. Something no longer can be duplicated. A lot of spiritual gifts are being cut off. This kingdom of heaven, these communities that I just now told y'all, farms and stuff, they supposed to be built. The money, people are supposed to get these monies. I also mentioned settlements. This is happening, whether people want to or not. Doesn't matter. Page of Wands. It says young woman to 25 years old travel overland. Let me see. There's something wrong with this person's face. I think that I don't like them. This is somebody that thought that they could do something. They thought, this person really think they clever. Like, they immature. And whatever it is, They usually excel at hiding things. And I don't know who this is, but it's giving me, like it says, travel overland. Somebody thought they would hide something overseas in an offshore account, do something. This person is immature and they've always been immature. This is somebody that wears a mask, and now it's time for something to actually be revealed about this person's true nature. It's game time. This could be somebody that is mirroring identity, your identity, my identity. This person don't have an identity. Just what it just now said. They don't have an identity. Wow, that's crazy because you can be forgotten. That's crazy. Spiritually, you don't want to do that. But anyway, somebody got to pay for their actions, whatever they did. This person don't have an identity. They could be an identity thief. You know what? It's so crazy. Somebody root chakra is protected, so whatever money they was getting, I keep getting the bank bailout. The bank bailout laundering money, so that might be significant. Somebody thought the world revolved around them. I don't think so. I don't know why, but whatever. That's breaking up. They never had authority over a person, but they believe they did. I don't know why. This person was taken from one person and given to multiple other people. And they don't know. Once these people find out that they've been taken from the people, once they find out who the source is that they've been taken from, that's why I said this person is gonna be forgotten. Like, you are nobody. Like, I don't think that's what their intention was, because they was in favor at first. Whew. Well, block. Why does card keep coming out, y'all? Somebody is destined for a marriage. They are protected. Their energy is protected. I can hear all-seeing eye. What do you call this person has the Midas touch? So whoever their target is has the Midas touch. This person do some type of heart magic as well. Mm. I mean, they ain't got no more gas left, y'all. If y'all only knew, like, their heart is like failing bad. Oh, this person does some type of sex trafficking. So, I'm saying sex trafficking, but it's like this person outsources energy, is what they're showing me. This person outsources energy. I don't know what this has to do with Israel. I don't know what this has to do with the real Israelites. I'm hearing Lion of Judah. I'm hearing all types of stuff, but they're going to find out that this person is false. And they're going to find out the real source. Wow. I'm seeing somebody carry this person on like one of them things. You know how you put like a royal person on a tray and you carry them? Like, I don't even know what the fuck that's called, y'all, but you carry them on a tray and the person sit on the tray and they have, that's what I'm looking. That's insane. I don't even know what I'm getting right now, but they don't want this person's feet to touch the ground. It's like, wow. This is ultimately who this person want to be. This is getting wild. The kingdom of heaven is here. Okay. Now, let's flip this around. Immediately. I don't like this immediately. In the reverse is giving me desperation. Oh, okay. Somebody said I'm not asking, I'm telling. Somebody wants somebody being told on the spiritual realm and have been told now. Like, ain't no, ooh. Now I'm seeing somebody run and their hands, like, you know how you run so fast that you kind of fall over forward and you trying to grip the ground so you don't roll on your head. Ooh, this shit is wild. Yeah. It's like, give somebody money, or it's so something is financially cut off because somebody won't give somebody something. Somebody won't release somebody energy, release somebody money. Somebody is being arrogant. Somebody is not complying spiritually. Yeah, somebody is not complying spiritually. There's the Star of David is inside the lantern. Y'all, you really can't see it on this card, but if you look on anything else, you'll see it. Somebody's being investigated for holding on to something. Some money that they won't release. Oh. That's a yeah, it's an investigation, but it's something spiritual is happening as well. You can't see that somebody's being investigated. Oh shit, some of y'all, it's people being investigated right under your nose, and that's why they quiet. Ooh, that's wild. Somebody waiting for. They waiting. I don't know if they waiting on you or not. They trapped. I don't fucking know. What's this immediately? The star, brightness, hope could bring excesses, so be careful to become not to become greedy. Somebody is see it's some desperation. Somebody's waiting on something they did to work, and it's something about money, something about a sacrifice. Bitch, that ain't happening. Stop it. What did past due? Okay, that's the word I get. Past due, and I'm gonna leave it there. Past due. The Empress. That's why it's past due and it cannot happen because somebody has supreme favor. Just their energy alone. Just their energy alone. Wow. Let me just sit in this for a minute, y'all. I'm gonna tell you what it does. Yes, it's healing. I mean the level of peace is ridiculous, especially on the central nervous system. Really can bring peace and calm instantly. I would say to the whole environment. This person can feed millions. I mean, maybe wipe out famine. Like, I don't know how they doing it or what, but it's like this person is definitely held in high regard and favor. And they don't have to do nothing. All they just got to do is be. I don't know what that is. The air is really, really nice, clean. It gives life. It can make people cry. It can clear up a lot of frustration. I think that's in the long term, like a divine being. For all of us, we don't know that we don't know our divinity yet. So that's beautiful. Something is over and it's complete. Somebody don't got no more finances, especially when it comes to whatever that sex trafficking they was doing in whatever way. You know, I really get that somebody is just outsourcing somebody else's energy to be in their likeness. And that's a form of sex trafficking. They was hiding it from somebody for a while, but I'm hearing you can't hide it from the earth itself. That's why you're not getting no more money. Yeah, because it was a group doing some type of earth magic to match somebody's vibration, and there's somebody deathly ill due to earth magic. Yeah, they are, and they hiding it. Somebody is disconnected from a handler. They was using, I don't know what this is, but they was using this person as a lightning rod to bring things down for them, and that's why they under judgment. Well, Aquarius could be significant. Taurus and Libra could be significant. Taurus in their first house could be significant. Libra in their first house could be significant. Aquarius in their first house could be significant. Somebody could have been doing magic on somebody's first house. This could be slander or publicity to somebody's character. The fame in them was bringing them some type of success when they really was talking about themselves the whole time. Well, how many things do we need, guys? How many confirmations do we need? The earth ain't playing with whoever this person is. I'm telling you that this person did earth magic. They gonna fuck this person up. Oh my goodness. No. Death is bad. Death is bad, and this is what I'm getting. Okay? Death is bad. But they're giving me my Aunt Joyce and they're giving me my mother. And death is bad, but when you cannot die and you suffering from that pain, it's almost like this person is being kept alive and in pain. This is wild. This is a mother figure. They said that's why they're doing it. They said they're going to do it to reset their children. That's wild. That's wild. Somebody did earth magic on an earth angel. All right, let's look at the bottom, y'all. I'm just as shocked as y'all are. Whatever they doing, their kundalini is rising. When this kundalini wakes up, the earth itself is going to wake up with it. It is going to cause a lot of devastation, but it's part of the grand scheme of things. It's going to heal humanity because we're going to work together. We're not going to be like, I ain't working with no black people. I ain't working with no poor people. I ain't working with no white people. I'm not working with animals. I'm not working with children. You're going to roll up your sleeves just like I did, and you're going to get in there and get, because you don't want to be attacked by the mob. And I'm just using it as an example. We need people that do, not to run their mouth. You don't do, you don't eat. That's where we move into. This is a beautiful place. I'm not trying to make it sound bad. I'm just saying this is what we need. The conversation has went on long enough, and now humanity is at stake. So we passed that point, of spilling out our minds. That was just part of us waking up. All right. And this is crazy because it says do it on your own is the last one. We ain't even got to that, but that's what it's like. Do it yourself. Do your own spiritual work. Stop feeding off of other people. That's very important, but it's switched with that immediately, the spiritual aspect. So you want to have the collective frantic when they don't even have the resources or the obstacle, the spiritual obstacle removed so they can do the work. They want to do the work. Just give us their resources. You ain't even got to pay me no money. Give me the backhoe, give me the sand, give me the wood, give me the fence. You know what I'm saying? But you refuse to give it to, and it's the way it's showing me is they refuse to give it to certain cities. It's certain cities they know if they gave them, they don't have to have the funds. Give them the equipment and the gas, and they can do it. They can get it up and running and make it look like the most beautiful sanctuary in the world. Lots of giving people there, lots of smart minds. It's major cities. Okay. Something is coming in fast, whatever this news is. The only reason this news is coming in is because it's detrimental to humanity. All right, it says the way you project yourself. Okay, so it's before I get that, the channel is the way you project yourself. I'm getting a frantic energy, but it's just like, why I gotta? It's like why I gotta be fast about it. You know what I mean? Like, I can feel it. So my feelings are from the future. So I'm feeling the future, which makes me have a rapid response. So I feel it, but I do feel an urgency of why it needs to be done because our climate is changing, our map is changing. So I can feel that frantic energy. And a lot of people that want to be naturally rebellious, they've been in that it's dog eat dog mentality, and now they have to become believers and understand that we have to work together. You know what I mean? It's the urgency. If you don't work together, then you out. It's not about that's universal law, but it's an energy of when it comes to the way you project yourself, it's like all at once. It's overwhelming, and I understand that. Like we said, sometimes you gotta click off of a person. You know what I'm saying? If you don't immerse yourself, of course it'll be overwhelming. Volunteering is a great way to help. It's so many ways you can volunteer, and you see how what are the things that we need, and it helps open your heart. That's the most important thing. And you can get whatever what is it called, cover love letters and references and stuff. Somebody is up in their head and they've been happy for a long time. It's time to come down now. This person might do mind control, mind magic. I don't know why they're up in their head. I don't even know why that's coming. But it says the way you project yourself. It's somebody's shot. They manifested something or did magic, and it's not causing a tower. Of course, it's not going to cause it. Somebody must be waking up. What are we talking about? A loop? It's like somebody don't want to accept reality. That's the only thing I can come up with logically. Like, what the hell is going on? Yeah. It says Ace of Wands, new beginnings, birth, new ideas, and creation. Somebody don't want to believe that somebody is a part of creation. Somebody don't want to believe that somebody's part of the new world, the new earth, whatever you want to call it. Somebody don't want to believe you're going into a new relationship. Somebody don't want to believe you're having a baby. Like, what else do you need to know? What? It's not about them. So it's like, I don't know. It's just coming out in the reading, so it's annoying me. It's just like, wow, how'd you get a new start? You know what I'm saying? Question is, why are you still following me and asking? Like, why haven't the readings changed? Well, it says the way you protect the way you project yourself, and I'm sure protect that's relevant. It says judgment. It says decisions pending finality, the only decision that can be made under the circumstances. So this is how I feel about this. Some people may perceive, I believe that, and I've said this in on TikTok, you are the judgment. If you don't like where you at or what you going through, the first step is an exit plan because all of us can't get up and leave immediately. But if you want things to change, you are the judgment. You walk away, you will see what you bring to the table. Do you bring your family health? Do you bring your family wealth? Do you bring your family peace? You put everybody under judgment. Judgment is when you walk away. You are the judgment. So somebody may view you this way if they've been attacking you, but you wouldn't know that they view you as judgment. You know what I'm saying? Because judgment can be good or bad. Shit, it's just waking people up. This is somebody that wakes up the collective, somebody that gets the channel from God, which all of us can be connected to God and higher source. You know, whatever is against us, whatever is the opposing force, this is the disbelief. They wanna believe that you're not real. We've been talking about believers the whole time. Like, whatever their perception is, I don't fucking know because I'm not fucking thinking about that. Like, I can't. Woo. But yeah. So it says the way you project yourself is mental aspect. You project yourself as a messenger of God, as judgment for people. You project yourself as waking people up. Um, from whatever their mental state is. I know this is what I'm definitely here to do because I wouldn't be reading. Usually I would be having this conversation to myself. Sometimes I wonder about how I got on YouTube and TikTok. And I'm like, I'm not getting paid for it. I love to read though. I love to read and I love to record myself. It started off as receipts for myself because I had a knowing of what was going on behind me. But then it was like, oh, it's a lot of people that's going through the same thing. You don't know that likeness until people comment. You know, you're not looking for the bad comments. You're looking for the people to say, hold on, now, this is important. Or that's them. You unlocking keys so they can unlock keys for other people. So yeah, for some of y'all judgments is a new beginning. Okay, whether this is a endeavor on a endeavor, it's like something about some of y'all may not have gotten this yet, but this right here is a download for you to create or do something new because this is the mental. It says project yourself. It's the mental. This is talking about something, a download, something that you're going to get to create that's never been invented. That's really what it is. I was telling somebody about a table when I use that reference. I say, I imagine the first person, I make up these scenarios in my head. Somebody say, you know what? I'm thinking about making like a platform. So instead of us eating down on the floor, we like eat like up. And somebody said, I don't see that. Why would we need that? You know what I mean? Because they eating on the floor. You know, when you think of old world, you know, a lot of people still eat on pillows and they sit close to the floor. But somebody invented a table. You know, that was a gift from God. Like, why would you need to create? Why would you even think that up? And that creation became a figment of somebody's imagination or what other people called them crazy until they built a table and was like, damn, you know what? Okay. It's a lot of things that we could do with this table now it's being built. But before that, it was just a concept. So a lot of things were concepts until they was brought into this world. The wheel. Who invented the wheel? Who saw fire for the first time? That takes a lot of trust from God because it's not going to be mainstream. You're the only one getting it. Then you got to figure out how it's going to be made. Okay, so the next, let me get y'all one of these. Hold on, y'all, because I'm getting a download. Somebody's trying to stop judgment from coming, but they can't bind you. That's just the 1 o'clock siren, y'all. They keep trying to match your vibration. They can't because you match the vibration of the earth. Come on now. So judgment keeps coming back. It's like somebody it's universal law. What is the problem? It's some group here that can't match your vibration. Oh well, too late. Blah blah blah. Judgment is here. So nothing can be done we don't control it, right? Yeah. Okay, the reason judgment is here is because this person is a fifth element. It's that they are the fifth element. A lot of y'all are the fifth element. Y'all grid workers. Y'all grid like light. Y'all are bringing in the new earth. It's you can't delay it or stop it. It's here. It's supposed to come in. Like with a hidden identity. We going right back to that. Earth. Did I shuffle these cards? We shuffle these cards. The fifth element is here. All right. So let's go to the next one. It's wow. Whew. Hot. Hot. Somebody frantic and worried. Somebody's getting proof of something. They don't want somebody to see. Somebody's under judgment. It's that those immature people. Something about pages. It's a lot of people though. Something is coming. Somebody's real identity. Somebody's coming to prove somebody's real identity. They know somebody knows they were hard-headed. It's something about them leaving something behind or them being left behind. Something is being resurrected. I don't know what this is being lifted up. Let me see. Whatever it is being lifted up, it's worrying the shit out of somebody. Like, I ain't got nothing. When it comes to invisible shit and invisible conversations, that's what I'm saying. Visible shit and invisible conversations, speedy news or a situation coming, arrows of love. Like, you can love behind the scenes all you want to. But if God ain't gonna let it come in, it's invisible. It's nonsense. This is just as real as Elmo. That's what I heard. Okay. It says physical. In the physical, it says do it on your own. Physical. So there are things that we have to do that's out of other people's hands because it might be because your DNA, what you're supposed to do, whatever it is, you are the initiator. You are the pioneer. The pioneer is somebody that does not have a path. They are going in a direction, being with a person, place, or thing that they have never discovered before. So it's best to go in at a level of innocence where you don't have expectations. You can develop inside, but not have expectations when you go in. Don't try to control somebody. I feel like it's two major forces or major players coming in to each other. And it's almost like blasting them apart, but not in a bad way. It's just like it's blasting them apart. It's keeping them at a comfortable distance where it keep being pushed apart for like safety. I don't know how to say that. It's like it'll happen, but it's like a pressure cooker type thing. Do it on your own. So in the physical, do it on your own. It says the hermit, loneliness, unattached, soul searching, time needed, or time alone. Okay. So there's something very significant about Virgo energy as a collective. Okay. Virgo energy. This talks about not being able to see. So I'm going to give y'all all the channels. They say whatever that song is. They say I once was blind, but now I'm fine. Now I'm found. This talks about soul searching, and it also talks about closing cycles. Now they say it's official that you know what you need to close. It's no ifs, ands, or buts. It's a lot of things for different people, but it's like you know what you're supposed to stop. Okay. I keep getting an investigation. Somebody trying to contain an investigation. They know that somebody kept you trapped. You couldn't see the whole time, but you had a knowing of it. So you moved in front of it. So then they said the question is, who moved you if you couldn't see? Yeah, I guess that is a question, huh? It's because somebody know that. So if they can't see, whatever you compensate with, if you're not clairaudient, right? But you clairsentient. If you're not clairsentient, but you cognizant. But they want to know who you're talking to. Who moved you out the way? Who keep moving you out the way? Who keep saving you? That's a question. We making believers, remember. Okay? You're not trying to make them believers. You don't even know that you're making people believers. The soul searching is now. Whatever you need to cut off that you know ain't right. It don't matter whether a person can't see it. There's something about the light coming. They saying the light is coming. The light bearer. The light is coming. So if you don't want nobody to see it, don't do it. Get rid of it and stop. It's a first step, but you need to take the first step. So whatever. Somebody didn't know how strong you was. Somebody didn't know, what is this nine? I'm a nine life path. So maybe for some of y'all, nine life path, somebody didn't know where your strength came from. It could come from just the earth itself, but it's out something outside this realm. It's too much because it's give me underground. This hermit is underground. Um, Nine is outside this realm. Nine go up, it goes up and comes back down. I can't draw the nine because I'm backwards, but it goes up and it goes down. It goes up and it goes down because the nine drop off information. It's just a recorder. Virgos are just a recorder. This is the eye of God. This rules the yard. The yard is the finger of God. The finger of God means this is destiny or it's fated. It's supposed to happen. That's why I don't know why somebody is just hard headed. It says undecided, need to take a break, step out of a situation, then you will be more clear. So it's like I know for my personal, when it comes to this card right here, it says Nine of Wands, undecided, need to take a step out of the situation, then you will see more clearly. If it's something being forced, especially when it comes to your first house and your personality, people have to accept you the way you are. I'm not gonna fake nothing. I'm not gonna be what somebody want me to be, and I will not conform to something that I know God is telling me the opposite of. So I'm not gonna. It's crazy because it's bringing a relationship up to me, and I realize that the person that get hurt, and I realized this a while back, but the person that get hurt is gonna be the one that force a person in a relationship, even if it's somebody guilt tripping somebody, because people do it in subtle ways. The person that forced them in that, they gonna hurt like hell. So it's something going on behind the scenes that you can't even see that's being played out. And I don't know who this person is that gotta be identified, but they super hard headed. If you hit resistance in any way, shape, or form when you are trying to accomplish something, especially if you need to hide what you're doing, this is why the person would get fucked up, because somebody been living a lie and it ain't just overnight. They've been doing this for a while. They didn't even use discernment on who their targets was or who they went after. Or maybe they thought something was gonna last forever. Um, but the moral of the story is you hiding, it's not gonna help. If you meet resistance, yeah, somebody brought war to somebody and didn't know how important they was to humanity. See, I think in this scenario, how the person looked might be a sucker. It's just judgment. Somebody judged somebody completely wrong, and they can't undo the judgment. I don't know why. Gotta learn not to judge people, because God can be in anybody, right? He can be in anybody at any time. You might need money. He can body hop. Like I don't know what to say about that. You getting a new start only because one thing is not what it said it is. One thing is real. One relationship is real. One business is real. Somebody's intelligence is real. Somebody downloads is real. Whatever life purpose they're in, they really supposed to be in there. They not faking it. You get what I'm saying? So that's the only reason that somebody is getting a new start, because they succeeded through some spiritual test. They did what they were supposed to. They kept their integrity. Their heart is intact. They did what they were supposed to. And it has nothing to do with being perfect. It has nothing. They just kept their integrity. If somebody is fucking me up spiritually, I'm not going to get on here and be like your mother and brother and sisters against y'all. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to be the same message. You got to realize that it's in you. Yeah, these people might be fucking you up, but don't let it fuck you up where it fuck you up. You fuck yourself up in the future. You know what I'm saying? So it's really, the reading is really about ourselves. But what can we take about it from, take away from it with a positive aspect when we look into the future? When it comes to soul searching, when you meet resistance, you're not in the flow of the universe, go the other way, try something different. Here we go, we're back to Libra. Investigation, the end of a spiritual union, somebody was false. This could be a spiritual marriage that never took place, but it was only in the ethers. That's ended. This could be a physical marriage that's ended. This could be somebody that does something for money that you don't know about, or did something for money, about money, with money that you don't know about. And that's we got in the previous reading. So somebody didn't know you was a spiritual investigator for some of y'all. I've got, like I said, you just here to record stuff. Kundalini is rising. So I think that it's happening. I feel like it's happening on both parts. Somebody is definitely waking up. They're not waking up to their power. They're waking up to who you are. Okay, we going back to the mask and persona. How somebody perceives you versus who you really are. It's something that had to be learned, but not as a pressure cooker, not just for you. It's like you had to learn yourself. This is why we were spiritually attacked and initiated. You had to learn yourself just as much as another person was invested in learning about you. In the process of taking and stealing, they realized that ultimately they stealing from themselves. Okay? Um, this is very, very like y'all. My mind is like blown. I still don't know how to use these cards because one is enough. Like, good God. So what else we got here? Sagittarius. Somebody can have Sagittarius in the first house. I never do this. Somebody can have Virgo in the first house. Somebody can have Libra in the first house. We already said that. Somebody switched something so huge spiritually. It's amazing. Just by learning their lesson. Like I said, just by learning your lesson and being in integrity, you brought balance to yourself ultimately. You bring balance to yourself ultimately when you leave whatever it is, okay? When you know it's not fair and it's not balanced, it says do it on your own. Don't have expectations. Move away from whatever is unbalanced. Whatever's making you in fear. That's what I do. I move away from fear. I can feel fear, but I don't identify with it. You know? So say that alarm, that 1 o'clock siren go off, and it's not even close to 1 o'clock, and I'd be like, "Oh, all right, y'all, I got in this message. Oh, grab the water and batteries." You know what I'm saying? Like, what's gonna happen is gonna happen. It's nothing that you could do to stop anything. You know, and fear and panic is not gonna help you. It's not gonna help you in a situation where you actually gotta keep your wits about you. So, yeah, that's it, y'all. Thank you.